Then you'll hear the introduction of the officials and the toss of the coin. Let's listen in now as they make the introduction.
This is Captain Hoffman. This is Captain York. Captain York. Captain York, Captain Hoffman. This is Captain Morris. Captain Hancock. My fellow official tonight, the umpire, Mr. Jim Perrin. Head lineman, Mr. Clyde Lyle. The field judge, Mr. Lynn Colley. And the back judge, Mr. Chuck Henderson. Now, gentlemen, there's more to being the game captain than just to call in the coin here at the beginning. At the end of timeouts, I'll be asking defensive captains if the defense is ready, offensive captains, and I want you to let me know. Be listening for me. If your coach wants to have any messages taken to the officials, then it'll be up to you to relay the messages through your game captain position, okay? Now, as the visitors, you'll be calling coin. The football player is the heads. The flag is the tails. You're going to call it in the air. I'm going to catch it on my wrist. If I drop, I'll flip it again. Here we go. Tails. Tails. Tails it is. You have won the toss. You have a choice of kicking.
Okay, Paducah won the toss. They said, we'll take the ball.
All right, Gary Gudd, thank you so much for that on the field. Tilghman has elected to receive. Ron, let's quickly check Mayfield's offensive alignment.
Okay, quickly, the quarterback again, Mike Hancock, 5'10", 175-pound senior. The fullback, David Morris, he's a senior, 5'11", 170 pounds. The right halfback will be Jamie Parrott, a 5'9", 165-pound senior. At tailback, Jerome Owens, he's 6 foot, 185 pounds, he's a senior. Left end will be Kenny Height, a 6 foot, 178-pound senior. The left tackle, Jamie Dawson, 5'11", a 190-pound sophomore. The left guard will be Joe Morris, a 5'9", 175-pound sophomore. At center, Alan Sills, 5'10", 172-pound senior. The right guard will be Jackie Dowdy, 6'1", a 200-pound senior. The right tackle will be Danny McReynolds, 6'3", a 190-pound senior. And the right end will be Robert Watts, 6'3", 183-pound senior. Paducah Tilghman is on the field. Mayfield down right now in their huddle with their Cardinal coach Jack Morris. And again, to describe the play-by-play of tonight's Tilghman-Mayfield encounter, here again, the voice of the Cardinals, Larry McIntyre.
Thank you so much, Ron Gentry. And, you know, there's nothing like it. A Friday night in Mayfield, they're playing football, and the town gets excited.
Oh, don't they? And they're excited here tonight, too. And I think it is just something super when you can see something hold the tradition that this does year in and year out. And even when they stopped this being like the last game of the season, they moved it from Turkey Day to the last game of the year. And it still has all the enthusiasm as it always has.
It certainly does. That was so obvious at today's pep rally. The deep man going back for Tilghman. On the left will be Calvin Payne, Joe Flowers, and Ed Stone. And the deep men, all three standing back in the vicinity of the 10 and 5-yard line. Kip Powell is toted up. We're ready to begin. Mayfield will be going to the left of your radio dial. Tilghman will be going to the right here in the first quarter. Mayfield and Paducah Tilghman. Since 1950, these two teams have split 31 games. Each team has won 15. There's been one tie since 1950. And we're ready as Kip Powell counts his players as Payne, Flowers, and Stone are the deep men. Looking over at the flag, there's obviously no wind tonight whatsoever. The weatherman at forecast winds out of the southeast, variable winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And so far, it looks like that will not be a factor in this game. Kip Powell limbers up. He's waiting for the official's whistle. The deep man standing back, Flowers, Payne. On the deep man is Flowers standing back on about the 5. Here's Powell's kick. High, ended over it. He booms it into the end zone. No return. They'll bring the ball out to the 20 as Kip told us in the pregame show, my leg is ready. And that was very obvious as he boomed Joe Flowers 5 yards deep in the end zone. Tilghman will bring it out first down and 10 yards to go. Now let's set the offense. Alvin Hodge will be the quarterback. Let's see if Thomas lines up in the fullback or the tailback. If Ed Stone does not play there, then Joe Flowers will get the call. The right halfback will be Sam Covington. As they come out, Thomas lines up in the fullback. for the wishbone. Full house backfield. Alvin Hodge, the southpaw, splits out his right end to the right side. Hodge fakes, fans, hands off, nothing there whatsoever. As trying it up the middle, it looked like Derek Thomas, and he was stacked up for no gain. In to make the stop was Michael Moss. Moss started at the nose that time. Jackie Dowdy came in to assist on the play, and Kip Powell checks back in. No gain whatsoever. 2nd and 10 for the Big Blue from their own 20-yard line. The quarterback is Hodge. Flowers is now in at left tailback. Thomas is the fullback. Covington's the right half. Splitting out 5 yards to the left side is Donnie Hill. Hodge on the option. Pitches back. Flowers looks for running room. Gets 1, 2, that's all. Flowers trying the right side was stacked up. Kenny Height, along with Gino Bransford, came in to make the stop. The official's going to give him 4 on the play, though. They say his forward motion progressed to the 54-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for Tilghman at that point. 11:20 remaining. We're just inside the first quarter of play. Cardinals line up defensively with Watts and Sherrill at the ends. McReynolds and Ivy the tackles. Dowdy's the nose man. Powell and Owens are the linebackers. Height is the monster man. It's Bransford, Lawson, and Morris in the secondary. In a full house backfield, Alvin Hodge reaches under, rolls to the left side. He's back up. He's got a yard. That's it. As in to make the stop was Kerry Sherrill, and the Big Blue are forced to give it up here in the first quarter. Kerry Sherrill stood Alvin Hodge up as he rolled to his left and tried to get some running room, could not find it. And now Tilghman is forced to kick. Standing back to do the kicking will be Hodge, standing back on about his own 15-yard line. Tari Connors and Jamie Parrott are the deep men from Mayfield. The snap is there. He gets off the kick, and he shanked it, not going very far. Bounces at the midfield stop and is down right there. So the Cardinals get great field position here in the first quarter, Ron.
That's tremendous field position. And, of course, when you're in an encounter like this, you want to get the best you can. And the Cardinal defense looked extra good that first series. And now let's see what offensively they can do. They have the ball right on the 50-yard line. That's great field position, especially in a tough game like this.
The Redbirds will line up. Mike Hancock is your quarterback. David Morris at fullback. Jerome Owens is the starting tailback, and Jamie Parrott is a wing. Parrott is split to the right side. The Cardinals line up. Owens just to the left of Morris in the Cardinal backfield. First down and 10 yards to go at the Tilghman 50. Hancock deals it off to Morris straight ahead, and he powers for 3 up to the Tilghman 47-yard line. In to make the stop for Tilghman was number 80, Ronald Hart, the defensive right end. The official gives him only 2 on the play, and let's call it 2nd down and 8 yards to go. It was a straight dive. Mayfield will be running at the nose guard. Jerry Pace, who's only 5'7" and 151. He's an extremely quick young man. Parrott splits out this time about 10 yards to the right side. 2 setbacks. Hancock bridges under. 2nd down and 8. The handoff to Jerome Owens. Good running room. 45. Inside the 45. And down to the Tilghman 31-yard line. Jerome Owens, they say his touchdown at the 32, but it's a first down. The first down of the ball game. As Jerome Owens told us in the pregame show, I can run up the middle, and he proved just that. 1st and 10 for the Big Red at the Mayfield 32, or the Tilghman 32, I should say. Height and Watts at the ends. Alan Sills is the center. We'll pick up the rest of the offensive alignment as the Cards bring it. 1st and 10 at the Tilghman 32. Full house backfield. Hancock, handoff to Jamie Parrott. He gets some running room. 25, 24. Nice gainer, but Jamie Parrott slashing over his own left guard. And to make the stop for Tilghman was Shannon Gore, the right side linebacker. They give him a pickup of 6 on the play, and it brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Cards at the Tilghman 24. Jamie Dawson started tonight at left tackle, replacing Domke, who started last week. It looks like McReynolds on the right side with Joe Morris and Jackie Downey, the guards. Hancock reaches under, 2nd down and 4. Owens tried to sweep, can't do it. He's going to be thrown for a loss back at the Tilghman 26-yard line. Jerome Owens tried the right side, and in to stand him up again was Shannon Gore, and Jim Harris also. He lost a couple of the play back to the 26, and it brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. First time the Cardinals have faced a deficit situation. Alan Sills breaks out over the football. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. Mayfield and Tilghman. Hancock looks over his offensive alignment, the true wishbone. Both Both ends are in tight. Hancock, quick pitch. Jamie Parrott tries to cut the corner. Gets the 25. Bounds out of bounds to the 24. That's all. Jamie Parrott got a couple. Back to the 24-yard line as the Tilghman defense swarmed in on him. Joe Flowers came up from his safety spot to hit him with an assist from about 4 white jersey tornadoes. And the official only gives him 1 down to the 25. So it's 4th down. And just about 3 yards to go. Kip Powell checks into the offensive alignment. Parrott goes out. David Morris goes out. And I don't know. Parrott's going to stay back in. And the Cardinals may give it to Kip Powell, the burly 6-foot, 235-pound junior. Powell lines up directly behind Hancock. Parrott is going to split to the right side. And we've got a timeout charged. And who's it to, Ron?
Tilghman called the time.
They call the time. There's a man down on the field. We'll take this, a 30-second break. We'll be back with more Cardinal football.
Get tired at P&H General Tire.
Say what?
I said you can get tired at P&H General Tire. John and Jesse have dependable General Tires for your car, truck, or van. Expert mounting and balancing. Get the traction you need with General Tires. P&H General Tire can help you choose the right General Tire for your particular driving habits. P&H General Tire, 212 West Broadway. Stop by and get tired.
7:50 remaining in the first quarter. No score, Mayfield and Tilghman. And Ron, when it looked like the Cardinals had something going, the Tilghman defense arose.
Well, they did. The Cardinals trying to go outside a couple of times on the same side, like they thought they might be able to encounter the left side, actually, of their line, and they weren't able to muster very much. Jamie Parrott really took a shot on that last play over on the far side. But what do? You got 4th and 3rd. You're down deep in the territory. Do you try that first pass of the night, or do you try to gut it up the middle? We did notice Kip Powell, the big 235-pound fullback, come into the ballgame, which almost would indicate they may be thinking of that big size up the middle. Where I note the linebackers on Tilghman playing back a little bit fuddled in those ball clubs.
Ron, that showed up in the film. They drop back, and they're quick enough, though, they can recover. Thomas plays some of that spot. Shannon Gore plays some there, along with number 82, Torrance Benberry. Now, let's see what they do. 4th down and 3 from Mayfield to the Tilghman 25. Jerome Owens straight up through the middle. A flag. He's close for the first down, but we've got a flag down. We'll have to wait and see what the call is. Let's see. Jerome Owens took it straight up through the middle. The preliminary call looks like it might be against Mayfield. They're over talking with the Tilghman co-captains, and apparently we might have had backfill in motion. We'll wait for the official call.
They're going to decline the penalty. I think he was short of the first down, and Tilghman's going to take the ball 1st and 10. They're going to decline that. So
the official said his knee touched down at 23, so that's only a 2-yard gainer. So the backfill in motion, Tilghman declines and takes over. So the Cardinals blow a golden opportunity to score here in the first quarter. After having it 1st and 10 at the 50, they were able to advance it 27 yards down to the 23, and Tilghman takes over 1st down and 10 yards to go. Tilghman lines up in the wishbone. They split Donnie Hill out to the left side. Hodge looks at him. Fakes, spins, only keeper rolls to the right side, pitches back to Flowers, looks for running room, gets across the 25 to about the 26, give him 3. In to make the stop for the Cardinals was Gino Bransford along with Kenny Hyde. So Joe Flowers on the sweep to the right side gets 3, and it brings up 2nd down and 7 for Tilghman. We're in the first quarter. No score with 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first stanza. David Morris calling the defensive signals, and we'll line them up defensively for you. Watts is at one end, Sherrill's at the other. We'll pick them up in just a minute as Tilghman lines up with a man to the right side, Sam Covington, in the slot. Hodge, handoff, nothing there. Up the middle, nothing there, as Joe Flowers tried it straight up through the middle, got nothing. Or Derek Thomas. It was Joe Flowers. Thomas was leading the block, but there was nothing there as the entire middle of the Mayfield defense came in to stop them, led by Danny McReynolds, the 6'3", 190-pound senior. 3rd down and 4 for Tilghman. The official gave him 1 on the play, so we're going to call it the 24-yard line. Alvin Hodge, the quarterback, has both ends tight. The left-handed junior deals it off, rolling to the left side, pitches back, looking for running room as Covington gets across the 30 to about the 31-yard line, and he is going to be close for that first down. Look like David Ivey.